Right, I think you might be able to hear me now. I've just messed with some settings. Apologies for the rough stuff that's going on today. It's all been a bit of a mess. Yeah, you can hear me. Success, and Jay Davies has disconnected. So
his PlayStation overheated. There's any point of restarting.
Yeah.
And we're back.
It's Aaron Jack who starts on pole position. The place he needs to be. Rolled his sign at the back. The lights are on. And we're away for the penultimate time this season in Division 2.
Good start there for the Suzuki of Ropey and Voltro as they head into
turn 1.
Breaking from...
there's contact between Q Gamer and Aaron Jack. Oh, one of them's down. Bad Cats has gone down. And lots of... so you got John and Breakwing, I think, have been caught up. Q Gamer round the outside of Ropey. That Honda surely can't outturn the Suzuki. No, he's at the back! He's at the back of the Suzuki!
Oh, he's at the back. No.
And Rolled, who's just decided to stay out of all the trouble, is now in 3rd place. So if he can stay in this position, he will soon be the championship leader in 11 laps time. He's got his championship rival Aaron Jacker right in front of him, who is starting to hound the LCR Honda of Bolt Thrower. LCR Honda, of course, fresh.
Oh no!
It's Panda Kings. Panda's gone down.
Yeah, and Bad Cats just crashed and took him out again.
Oh, so
not on purpose, though.
LCR Honda fresh off race victory real. Oh, Rolled is down.
Oh, you cannot make this
Rolled has gone down. Big stuff for the championship. Unbelievable.
So much happening right now, Jackhammer. I don't see anything anymore.
So we end lap 1, Bolt for us. I'll say this for the third. Try and say this for the third time. LCR Honda fresh off a race win in real life with Alex Rins and Kota. Can LCR Honda win here in Division 2? I can't remember the last time a Honda won a race. I think it was maybe Nelson in Division 1. But Aaron looking all over the back of the LCR Honda. But we know Aaron, in this situation, we've seen him throw away race wins. We've seen him throw away podiums. In this last round, we need him. He needs to have learned everything possible from all of his mistakes over the past 4 or 5 seasons. Can he put it all together? He's just doing the perfect strategy, doing the Marcus 2019 strategy from the end of the season, where he just sits behind his rival in first, and then hopefully in the latter stages he can use the knowledge of his opponent to overtake and win the race. And instead, he's going to run straight on at turn 10. He's in a massive wobble and he's down.
Oh no!
That is Aaron Jacker's season in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, yep.
He had the championship in his hands to keep it alive for the next race, and he's gone and thrown it away. But Bolt Thrower now out in front by 1.8 seconds. I do believe Bolt Thrower was the last race winner, if I saw that correctly. Did he win the last race?
In one of those races, I think it was Mugello. I'm not sure.
But
I think Aaron Jacker won the last one.
Aaron Jack. Oh, okay. But Ropey now in 2nd place. He took a podium in Austria, and now he finds himself in 2nd place once again.
Roll's finding himself in a good position back again behind Aaron Jacko, trying to regain those positions.
Someone
that he lost from the first lap.
Someone's been quiet. He nearly podiumed in Mugello, but unfortunately made a mistake in the latter stages. Astra John on the Repsol Honda, yet to take a podium in VollGazz, but he's probably ran the longest consecutive amount of time in a podium place without actually getting a podium. I think he's been...
breaking through for a move up the hill! Oh my days! He's just
John...
putting it... Oh,
side by side they go!
Days. Oh, this is not going well! This is not going well! Oh, they just wanted too much and not...
Breakwing, I believe, was in John's blind spot going into turn 9, and that just is an unfortunate event. But as I was about to say, John, I think he's been in a podium position for about 20 odd laps, and he's yet to take a podium. So hopefully today can be the day. He's got a 3.5 second lead over Aaron Jacker, so that gap will definitely be coming down over the next 8 laps, but we'll just see how long it takes for Aaron Jacker to get past John, or whether John will make it easy for Aaron. As he goes through turn 1, he's okay. But Rolled, he doesn't have to do anything. He just has to stay where he is. He's got Aaron right in front of him. He doesn't need to make any mistakes. He just needs to keep it nice and calm, and he will be champion for the USA. I believe he will be the second consecutive Division 2 American champion after Hitstick won it last season. And of course, we've had the American champion in Deck in seasons 2 and 3.
Return of the Americans.
Yeah, they may not be the most successful in the 2010s and 2020s, but certainly in VollGass they seem to be rolling back the years through the 90s, the 80s, 90s, and noughties. As down the hill they plunge down the waterfall with no water in it because it is not raining. Down into turn 12.
I'm really impressed by the way Astra John is riding right now, and he's just looking at every time he enters a corner he can just see ball thrower going away out of his field of view, and Ropey they're constantly giving him that perfect marker, paving the way ahead to try to run away from Aaron Jacko that desperately tries to come back. But I think
John a bit wide for turn 1.
Yeah, a little bit wide there, but I think if he still manages to keep up with Ropey, and Ropey maybe makes a little mistake, that might still be interesting for a second, and maybe, just maybe, allowing Rolls and Aaron Jacko to come back as well in the mix in the final stages of the race.
John, Ropey's lost that 1.8 second gap. It's now over 3 seconds to Bolt Thrower. So Bolt Thrower just has to keep things nice and calm, and the race win should easily be his. But one thing, so John is closing in on Ropey, Aaron Jacko and Rolled are closing in on John. So
I think it's going to be in lap 9 that maybe the battle might be for second place with 4 riders. I hope I can see that.
Oh, Ropey made a big mistake through turn 10, and Few Gamer's gone down.
Oh.
But look at Ropey now. Ropey the massive mistake in turn 9 and 10, and now the Suzuki rider has got the Repsol Honda all over his rear end. Well, maybe not all over his rear end, but half a second now. That's slipstream range. We know that Honda doesn't need a second invitation in terms of power compared to the Suzuki.
Exactly.
Hard on the brakes into turn 1.
Look at the braking! He's gonna do it!
Here comes John up the inside into turn 1.
What a move! Oh,
and he's through.
What a move!
Brilliant move by John to move into second place.
But it's not over yet. 5.5 laps to go, and we have now where the hunter becomes the hunted and the chased becomes the chased.
Obviously, these two, they've got to work together because you can see in the background there, Aaron and Ropey, they're coming and they're coming fast. Sorry, Ropey just ran.
Look at Rolls, oh my days. Rolls is just coming back from 2 seconds away from Aaron Jacko.
Oh, the pair of them run really wide through turn 7.
That's a ticket right there for Aaron Jacko. He is he is definitely in the train. Rolls now almost up under the 1 second bracket, or 1 second mark. Oh, this is gonna be so
Here goes Ropey on the inside, no. Down the hill they plunge. And into turn 11, John's just got enough of a buffer.
I have the feeling in the final corner it's gonna be
Ropey's on the inside!
Oh my days!
And it's just about gone well, but he comes Aaron up the side of the pair of them into the final corner. No.
Ropey had to sit the bike up because nearly loses the
And watch John Sexy out of this corner, and he's going to fly past the pair of them.
Oh my days, this is just... And where's Rolls in this? Oh, he is just laughing right now because he is...
Yeah, because Aaron had contact between the KTM and the Repsol Honda.
Oh no, this is not going to go well, Oh, a little bit of contact there.
Into turn 2, John's at the curve, it's going to set him up, and he's going to go down.
Oh, he's down! Yeah. Oh no. That was
just some tiny bit of contact, and that's all that happens. Yeah. Unfortunately.
They just wanted too much, and they didn't want to give in, and that's sadly what's going to happen in this game. It really...
Oh, and Aaron makes a mistake.
Rolls, he turns it underneath. What a move.
Aaron hitting the curb, sits the bike up, Rolls says thank you very much, sits the KTM rider up, and moves into podium places.
Oh, no.
Oh, Rolls onto the grass. Aaron looking up the inside of turn 8, he's going to force Rolls. No, but Aaron's down!
Oh no! Oh, this is just... Oh my days.
It's just contact after contact after contact between
the
everyone.
Are off in this one, Jack and Platt.
Yeah. So Roll, I can imagine Roll just sat there, like, yep, thank you very much. I didn't have to do anything, and he can now relax. I mean, that's been the whole sort of story really for Roll. He stayed relaxed for most of the season.
I don't think Roll's just feeling the same way you do right now. He is like, I have this, and I want more.
Here we go into such a ropey.
Look at the Yamaha go.
Speed and power from the Yamaha factory. All Ropey's in a massive stop into turn 1. He's going to run wide, and that's the invitation.
He's going to join back on track like that, and Ropey, Rodson luckily anticipated on that.
Yeah, these are just going to stay on.
Watch this. He's going to turn it underneath the moment Ropey runs wide. Oh, no, okay. I thought he set it up like that.
Maybe through turn 3 and 4 like he did to Aaron last time round.
He's going to wait now to turn inside. Right now, roll it in.
No.
Don't apply the throttle there. You want to roll it underneath if you want to go there. But still... He has the cornering ability from that amazing Yamaha there.
But the Suzuki's also is just as good as turning. So
but in this case, Rolls is getting the better use out of it. But somehow Ropey defends himself. And just as I say that,
Rolls having some huge moments there on the front end.
Yeah.
As they go down the hill.
This is gonna be it. Rolls has really good speed down the hill, and I think if Ropey holds the line, yeah, that's the shoot.
I feel like if this wasn't a championship winning situation for Rold, we would have seen him attempt to move at some point. I think he's choosing caution over anything.
Yeah, because he nearly folded the front on it, and oh my days,
Ropey really struggling with the wheelie.
Ropey nearly hitting the instruction, the pit lane board, just trying to not let Rolls get into his slipstream. So far it has worked. Oh, but as the torque from the Yamaha. Oh, that's really wide. You don't want to do that. Too many meters. It's difficult to say. You know, I cannot predict what these two are doing. One time they are running wide, and the other cannot profit from it. And the other time, they just both are at the limit, and they cannot overtake each other. Well, let's see what goes down there, because Aaron Jacko and Astra John have, I think.
Yeah, I think John's gone down.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he was assisted by Aaron again, or well, not assisted, but they made contact again, or John fell by himself. But here comes Ropey. He is under attack by Rold. Rold's going to nearly hit the back of him.
Oh, but he's going to have to run. Look at this. He's more on the inside, thus allowing him to turn earlier. Oh, but he hits the back.
Down the hill, he's going to go around the outside, and he's going to try to cut it underneath him.
Yeah, he's going to do it. Oh,
no. He's just lacking that extra little bit to get past the Suzuki.
He's gonna do Quartararo. Oh, and don't lose the front at this point. You don't want to do that.
And he's stronger out of here, and yet there we go. Move is done for Rolge. 2 laps to go. Both for a 9.8 second lead. Nearly over a second a lap quicker than the rest of the field. As Ropey, massive shake on the front end.
I think Alex Rins will be proud seeing this from Rob Torre.
But you see already, Roll just closing half a second of Bolt Thrower in the first sector, so maybe Bolt Thrower is just... Either Roll's pace has just been amazing, but he's just been held up, or Bolt Thrower is just turning it down a little bit now, but, we can't blame Bolt Thrower for taking it easy, because, it's just how it is.
We have a battle forming with Q-Gamer Breakwing.
Yeah,
just cruising alone.
It's a shame for Breakwing, because we've seen his performances such as Termas and Chang, where he was so impressive, really good pace and racecraft. Unfortunately, in this round, it's not gone well. Oh,
no way! You got to be kidding me. Rolls is down.
It's not going to be enough for Aaron, though, unfortunately. But big mistake by Rolls. We saw how much he was closing in on Bolt Thrower, and obviously he was pushing that a little bit too much. But Bolt Thrower starts the final lap of this race. The Italian on board the LCR Honda. The home, so the Italian rider for the Italian team. Could be a second victory of the season for him. Ropey 11 seconds behind. Bolt Thrower's been consistently over a second a lap faster than the rest of the field, give or take with or without crashes. But still, it's a win by 11 seconds against this kind of field, and it just shows the great consistency that Bolt Thrower has got. He may not be the fastest rider on circuit, but he's definitely been the most consistent. He's made the least amount of mistakes, and Ropey there, he's nearly losing the front on the curb. And Aaron Jacko, he's still pushing. You can't blame him, trying to grab all the points he can, but it looks like he's going to have to concede first place in the championship to who will soon be the Season 9 Division 2 champion enrolled. But bolt thrower now, he's already in the last sector. The rest of them are just getting into sector 3 now, but bolt thrower round turn 12, heading up to the final corner, and the LCR Honda rider rounds turn 13. Is he going to pull a wheelie over the crest?
He is safe.
Yes, he is.
Oh,
Bolt
yeah,
thrower is the race winner in race 9 of the season. Ropey, it's going to be his second place of the season. Very well ridden from Ropey. Aaron Jacko, it's not championship win for him, but it is for the Season 9 Division 2 champion enrolled. The Monster Energy Yamaha rider wins the championship. Asher John finishes in 5th place, a strong top 5 for him despite his many mistakes. Panda Kings sends his RC16 KTM flying, and Breakwing I think has actually crashed on the last lap, and he's thrown away 7th place. Q Gamer will cross the line in 7th. Breakwing I think will just about cross the line in time to round up the field in 8th place.
just in time. Man. Oh, that just shows that you have to be patient sometimes. You saw that Breakwing was in 3rd place, trying to get on the inside too many times on points that you don't want to do it. And that is what happened. But here we go. Bolt thrower in 1st place. Ropey finishes an amazing 2nd race. Well done by the Suzuki rider, as it's the final season in this game that we'll have for Suzuki for the moment being. Aaron Jekyll in 3rd. Ross in 4th. Panda Kings 5th. Astra John in 6th. Q Gamer the 2nd LCR in 7th, and final closing the grid is Breakwing.
And we'll swiftly now move on to the final race for Division 2. It is going to be at a raining Le Mans circuit. We think back to wet racing Le Mans such as 2020 and 2013 and 2012, where it's predominantly been the show of the likes of the Ducatis and Petrucci, Rossi, Dovizioso. So can Breakwing replicate that past form? Championship's over, there's no pressure for anyone now. It's up to everyone to try and win the final race of the season. Who's going to end the MotoGP 22 game on top? Just invited the chat just to make sure that people who aren't in the race currently can race. Had they disconnected, etc.
Are we waiting on everyone? Or?
Panda's disappeared.
Okay. By the way, the stream can't hear me, so when I say something, don't really respond to it, but if it's extra information, might help you guys. I sound like when roll to press.
Yeah.
I was quite unlucky. Should I just start?
Yeah. Might as well, I think anyone else is joining.
Yeah, if I catch some live, hand it to Vid and JW's PS4 is overheating. So.
In a few moments we'll see the first bikes take to the track for the traditional qualifying session. There are a lot of favourites for tomorrow's race, so getting pole position today will be even more important.
So, wet conditions in Le Mans. It's France. Sort of what you'd expect. It's either really sunny or it's wet. No real either or. We've seen multiple flag to flag races here in 2021, wet races in 2020 and 2013 and 12. The rest and then you had a cloudy race in 2019, but thankfully most of them in the past few years have been sunny. But we'll now see who will be the master of Le Mans in the wet conditions. See who's head on track. I think it's Ropey. It is. So Ropey, we'll go on board with him for his opening lap of the session, and we'll see what the Suzuki rider can pull out on his opening lap. It'll also be interesting to see, but I think you can really tell what tyres people have gone. It's hard to tell from the markings because the wet tyres is the banding on them is quite dark, so it's hard to tell, but if we can tell, it'll be good. But I'm expecting in the race, you can go with either tyre, but I'd expect a medium rear. I don't know, but the front is sort of a preference on feel. The front tyre doesn't really wear out as much as the rear does. Ropey now starts the opening lap of the session. Flat out through here, the rear tyres just screaming and squashing and moving all over the place. You change direction now into the first chicane for turns 3 and 4 because turn 1 is declared as 2 corners for some reason. As you now go under the Dunlop Bridge, down into turn 5, to turn 6 of La Chapelle. And the bike's just snaking the entire time when you've got lean angle and you're just going to block it from your mind. Over the crest now as we enter Museum. Hold on the gas. And now into Garage Bear, the green garage. And Ropey's lost the front, classic style. That's pretty much the classic crash you have at turn 8. Chuck it in, and as you're just about to put your knee on the floor, you put your knee on the floor, and the front tucks. Through the chicane for Rold, the newly crowned champion. Into the final 2 corners, running over the curb. And up to the line. He will go fastest, but I don't know how long for. And from the sector times, it looks like he might stay there for a while. Bolt thrower now crosses the line, and he goes 1.1 seconds slow. Brake wing currently in the third sector, crossing the sector point now. As my mouth malfunctions, and now into the final through the blue S's. As Breakwing will now approach the final 2 corners. It seems like Breakwing's just been a little bit tentative here. Maybe he doesn't seem to have the greatest of feel with the motorcycle. I'm going to guess that's probably just down to a lack of experience in these wet conditions across the line. 15.3 seconds off.
Oh my days!
So I would hope that he has had a crash or 2 during that lap, but I guess we'll find out in his second go round. But Aaron Jacko, he's had wet pole positions, he's had wet podiums, he has led wet races. He's never won a wet race because, as we've seen many times from Aaron, unfortunately he likes to throw it up the road.
Basically Alex Rins from the previous season.
The Alex Rins of 2021.
Every time he's fast he lays it down on the floor. And I don't know if it's about the driver feeling or the bike's feeling, or that he's just over pushing every lap.
Well, it doesn't matter. On this game, it doesn't seem to matter what bike he's on. He'll just get to the point where he just makes a silly mistake and he just took the front, or he'll run the curb, or he'll run off the track, or he'll lose he'll crash in every single way possible. But through the final sector, through the final corner, he's taken that a little bit wrong. He's had a good exit of the last corner. Can he move? He's going to move on to the front row. 4 tenths off. Breakwing is improving. Let's see what your brother can do.
Yeah, let's hope it's not going to be another granny lap.
It's a lot more aggressive, but he's messed that up.
It's so wrong.
And he's invalidated. He's on the curb and the rear's spinning.
And you can see, just as you just slightly touch the curb, how much meters you lose. Like, I think it was Voltro or Q Gamer behind him, and they were like 2 bike lengths behind, and now they are 5 lengths in front. So
yeah, the bike just spins with the paint. You know, it's got the paint has no grip, and you know, some curbs do have just lying water, so you do get aquaplaning. But ropey now, red sector 1 for the Suzuki rider. We'll see how he goes for the second. As the front end protesting a lot there, he's run really wide. As he now enters the checkpoint for sector 2.
He is so upright, like, I don't know if something's wrong, but he's like, yeah, the famous corner for that one, as we had a few years back, that Moto3, almost the whole grid there plowed down.
The oil of I think it was Teleporter Suzuki who dumped the oil from memory. I can't quite remember who it was, but I remember it was a Mahindra, so I remember.
Oh wait, who's coming around there? That's Ropey. Let's go.
Personal best. Can the Suzuki rider get onto the front row for Suzuki's final Division 2 race?
I guess he's gonna be two tenths away.
The GSX-RR up to the line. We know Suzuki had really poor luck in the endurance race here. Ropey goes third. But Suzuki having really poor luck with Gintoli and Simeon and co. Getting taken out in the first corner of a 24-hour endurance race. Hopefully, Ropey can restore that luck for Suzuki. His Breakwing is improving.
He had the Alex Rins there. He high-sided as soon as he wanted to race the bike up.
Oh, Breakwing on the curb. Why are you on the curb, mate? And he's going to go into the pits, change the tyres.
Change the whole setting, because that thing was... Like, he barely was like almost afraid to lean a single degree, like. Yeah.
Obviously not got confidence. You need confidence in the front in these conditions, and
exactly.
He clearly doesn't have it.
Alright, as we have Aaron Jacko rejoining on track, going for his second outing, and he will be in the group of... There's also a few riders there. Oh yeah, there's a Q Gamer there, but I think he's a little bit mad. Oh yeah,
well, for a nice run through the chicane. And now hard on the brakes as we go into banked blue S's. And he's missed the apex by quite a bit there, but he's cut it back. So it's okay through the last left of the circuit. And he's going to Fox. No. I never understand this, why people are on unless he's going to run out of fuel. Unless he's going to run out of fuel, I don't understand why people like Sire. Sorry, it's so bad for you. You know, he's going to set like a really good time, put him on the front row, and then for some reason he'll just pull out the lap and re-go on the last corner.
Yeah. I feel like if it's an improvement, just ride the improvement. You never know what's gonna happen. Boltro is in P4. There are 3 riders underneath him.
Q Gamers broke himself, and that's his lap over.
Oh man. If Boltro cannot improve from here on out, it's just a waste that he didn't finish this lap, because I probably bet he will be within the second bracket. Well, we have here Aaron Jacko and Q Gamer. Aaron Jacko making a little bit of space, trying to get Q Gamer as a reference, not trying to disturb his lap. And then he will probably now go on the throttle. And yeah, that seems about a good distance. You don't want to have them as your slipstream, because in the rain, yeah, you better want to be clear. You have good visibility.
Whoa! And Q Gamer trying
Q
to.
Gamer. Oh, this is not gonna be a good lap. I can already tell this is not gonna be a good lap for Aaron, because this will put him off, just as I said that.
Whoa, and so much spinning all over the curbs and that. Right,
that's what tends to happen in the rain when you follow someone and he makes a mistake in the rain. It's easy to follow up on that.
Yeah, he needs to shut off now. Save the tyre, save the fuel, and or you can either box and put a fresh set of rubber in, or save the tyre, because you know the tyres will overheat. Because the rubber's so soft, but we'll see what he does.
Now Rolls has reawoken from his hibernation mode in the pit lane. He thought like, alright, let's go out one more time. Nobody has improved on my time. Let's see what I can do. So yeah. I'll be expecting from him 38.5, 38 low. He might be able to do that.
I think John now is about to start his first lap of the session, having spent 10 minutes in the pits. Here comes John on the Repsol Honda. Alex Marquez got second place here in 2020 in the wet. Of course, the RC 213V has significantly changed since then. But you know, Marquez has been able to. Marquez has been able to get pole position on the Honda in the wet. So you know, it's still a decent bike in the wet. As John completely outbrakes himself for turn 1, and we'll have to go all over again. As Aaron Jacko now starts another lap. So he goes through turn 3, misses the curb, through turn 4, misses the curb, hard on the gas, as hard as he dares, under the Dunlop Bridge, through La Chapelle. Is this going to be a personal best sector 1? Yes, it is. We know how good the 2022 RC16 was in the wet, with Miguel Oliveira winning every single wet race it could it thrown at him.
A little bit of the engine brake, nearly shoving the bike underneath him when having that dead zone in the middle of the corner.
Yeah, you can find that maybe the engine braking mapping will be a little bit lower than normal, especially with the amount of rear locking that can take place when shifting from the likes of 5th to 1st gear. But now up the box he goes, down the back straight. Maybe will he go into 6th gear? Yes, he does. Hard on the brakes, under the Portugal Bridge, into the chicane.
Oh, he just makes it. Oh no.
Oh, he's outbroke himself a little bit though. He's not going to have the greatest of runs, but he's still red. Heading into the final sector. Right, Aaron, just take it nice and calm. Don't make any mistakes. And pole position could be yours. He's hit the curb and he's ran wide and he's blown it.
Oh, and he's going to invalidate it. Oh. Regroup and just try to regain time again on that.
Riding on board the front wheel of Breitwing, who's now in last place.
Still
see the forks compressing into the chicane.
Oh, he is not feeling well.
I reckon so what I'm thinking here, he's got no confidence on the front, and plus I don't think he's liking the fact that the bike is constantly snaking at that lean angle.
Yeah. That gives that no feedback feeling, like you don't feel anything what's underneath you.
If you've got no confidence, you know, in the wet, and you constantly just feel like you need to feel like you're connected.
He's not leaning. He's just like nearly standing still, and then he just turns in. But he loses so much time from that.
Cross the line and goes 5th. Bolt thrower, keep an eye on bolt thrower. And Ropey's going to go up the inside of Breakwing. I didn't even know he was behind him.
What a move. That's a move from
Well, the Suzuki, as the Suzuki rider got it
maybe
stopped.
he can learn something from Ropey here.
He's going to undercut him is what he's going to do.
Look, this is maybe going to help Breakwing. But this is not well for Ropey's time in qualifying. Oh no. Ropey is going to...
Despite the battling, Breakwing is improving. But
So
we've got to move on to Bolt Thrower, who is improving.
Yeah, that's not something. Oh no! Ropey has had enough, I think.
John through the final two corners, as well as Bolt Thrower, the two Hondas up to the line, and they will start their final laps. But across the line they
Bolt
go.
Thrower gonna have the pole position. I think he is.
No.
By 1/10. Oh. But he still has one lap to go. You never know.
Can Aaron Jack cross the line? Yes, he will. He's got one more lap. He's pulled out. That's it. That's session over. Q Game is out. Breakwing is probably out. John's out. Rolge is out. Loads of people are out, and that's session over.
Bolt Thrower and Ropey, yeah, but I don't think Ropey. Maybe if Ropey. Oh yeah, he had a battle, so yeah, he's not gonna improve. I'm quickly going out of the commentator's tower, quickly gonna see if I can help Breakwing with something here, and then I'll be back right in
As the last riders return to the pits, we take a look at the final results of this qualifying session, which has confirmed our starting grid for the race.
So Rolls is on pole position. Bolt Thrower in second, Aaron Jacker third, Ropey fourth, John fifth, Breakwing sixth, and Q Gamer in seventh.
Hello and welcome to all you bike fans. We're in France and broadcast.
So we're just waiting for everyone to ready up. And Howling just going to his brother's room, trying to give him some advice, some set of advice, riding advice, to try and improve his style and feeling with the bike to get the best result possible in the final race of the season. Just waiting on brake wing now. And we're getting ready now for the final race of Division 2 of MotoGP 22.
Alright, and we're back. I gave him that good old Davide Tadocci emotion. Let's see if he can improve.
And we are away, and Rolls is he's had the glitch. And Boltford is out in front once again. As they all head down into turn 1 and 2, and the two LCR Hondas made contact as we head into turns 1, 2, and now into turn 3. Q Gamer is going to take the lead round the outside of his teammate.
Oh, Ropey's down.
Oh.
He folded the front immediately as the brake hit. Oh, somebody outside Astra John.
Oh. But here we go. Oh, and Q Gamer's managed to wheelie through Lesher Pal. Boltford goes into the lead, 3 abreast. And Aaron Jacob moves into second place. Can he move into first? No, he can't. As we now rise up the hill to head into Museum, it is now a four-way scrap for the lead currently. And Aaron Jacob, whoa, it's getting all tight and twisty up here, and they'll just about navigate through the gap. But Boltford, he's in the front. Can he get a double here today? And oh my God, Rolls just completely outbroke himself.
Oh my days, yeah.
And he's done well there to stay on. There we go. Hard on the gas, down the back straight. Can Aaron Jacko find a way through? On the snowy con. Here we go, on the brakes. Into turn 9. Aaron's going to go up the inside. There's no way he gets it done, no. He's going to get cut off. And that's going to disturb Q Gamer's line. And then that's going to promote Rolge into the podium places. Or is it? Yes, it is. So it starts off at the top. Unfortunately, John and Ropey have gone down. So which one of these 4 is going to be at the top in 9 laps time? Well, that's now 8 laps time. We now go through turn 1 and now 2. Oh, but throws wide. But throws wide. Here comes Aaron Jack up the inside, and he takes the lead. And so does Rolls, moving into second place. Botford's to go around the outside there with the Yamaha. And he makes it stick, but Rolls is still there on the inside looking to set the bike up. No, he's hit the curb. That's going to compromise his run. And Aaron Jacko holds the lead with Botford in second. But Aaron's wide into Museum, and Botford is back up the inside and retakes the lead. Side by side. And the LCR Honda just holds firm. Rolls once again being a bit late on the brakes, but he's got it stopped quite well through Garage Fair. Aaron trying to force his way through on the LCR Honda. It's a horsepower battle, and the LCR Honda is just got a few more horses than the KTM it seems. But Aaron's going to go up the inside into the chicane, and he's done it. Can he hold it on exit though? This is where, you know, taking faster entry speed can compromise you. And Aaron just holds on. So he may not be able to win the championship, but maybe he can win the final race of the season. And MotoGP 22 out on a high. As they enter the final 2 corners. And both are looking a little bit stronger through there.
Oh, Rolls!
Oh, and Botford has hit the curb. Rolls might get a better exit. But I think...
No, Rolls hit the back of Boltrower in the final corner.
You see all these variants of line, people taking turn 1 and 2 a lot quicker than others and tighter and wider. It seems like Aaron's in the groove currently, but in the wet conditions, things can easily change in an instant. They've seemed to have dropped Q Gaber now, so it's a 3-way scrap for first place. Now hard on the brakes into garage for Aaron Jacko. He's starting to put some consistency in. And Rolls has gone straight on and he's down. Rolls he's crashed out. And now
braking as well, you plonker. You see someone fall. For real. I did my best to give him a good setting. And this is what you thank me for? Somebody crashes out. You balance. You have not even the pace and still manage to outbrake and lose the front. What kind of ridiculousness is this? Come on, man. You can do way better. This is like when I see Breakwing almost win a race and actually win a race, and then from this to this, you know, it's like,
yeah. I
don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't feel happy with this. He needs to practice really hard next season. That's all I can say.
Aaron Jacko now. He's pulling the pin. 9/10 to the gap. He has a big shake on the front end, but Aaron.
Bolt thrower
is wide as well.
Front.
Aaron, he's in that rhythm. He's just got to keep this rhythm. He's got to keep everything nice and calm, and he can take victory.
Is off track. That might help Rolls gain back. So that might be a battle in a few laps as well, I expect. Since Q-Gamer didn't have the pace to keep up with Rolls, Botrow and Aaron, I expect them to battle.
But I've just got a bad feeling about Aaron because we've seen him in a situation so many times where he's out in front, he's controlling things nicely, and then he'll make just a silly. You make one error, and then that's just a domino effect. But I'm praying for him that he's got 5.5 laps to hold on to this lead. He's doing such a good job. He's not making any mistakes currently. He's a bit like the sire of Division 2. He should be winning, he should be getting podiums, but unfortunately he just makes silly of errors that really confuse you and just make you question why, after all this time, he's still making the same mistakes. But we'll have to see how this unfolds in the next 5 laps. As Aaron now, he's taking some risk here using the curbs.
Living life on the edge.
So, crossing the line, 5 laps to go for the Red Bull KTM Factory Racing rider. But for us really wide through turn 2, but he's managed to get it stopped nicely for turn 3 and 4. As we're going to move to Rolge now and Q Gamer, as Rolge is beginning to close that gap very swiftly. And imagine within a lap's time he should be on the back of the Dutchman.
Rolls is gaining so hard. I bet when we hit the next chicane he will be within 6 tenths.
Oh god.
Oh my days, look at the braking.
He's taken... and Q Gamer's down!
Q Gamer has done... Oh, nearly rolled high-sided. What is that with everyone? If you crash, just do normal. Don't do something ridiculous.
I think it's a natural instinct of like shock and panic and...
I don't know. If I see someone crash in front of me in the middle of a corner, the last thing I think about is, let's add more throttle.
I think the natural human instinct is to just focus on the crash.
Exactly. So
to focus on the crash that's happening and just focus on that and not focus on yourself. You got to. This is what can accept. That's what can separate the rider, the top riders and the ones who aren't so strong.
That's why I think it's so funny in Division 2. I see the weirdest thing. Like normally in these kind of crashes, when somebody loses the front, you expect yourself to chuck the front brake. But instead, I see people here just pluck the throttle. I'm not expecting this. But anyway, we're also still on the bike, free position.
Breakwing now is coming under pressure from Ropey.
And he's gonna send it just like this is a practice from the qualifying. Take 2.
Yeah.
How he's gonna Ropey enter this one. Oh, he's thinking about it. Oh,
he's down. Ropey. No, he's not. It's like I nearly was woo. Oh, Ropey, where are you going? He's deciding to do the 24-hour route. He's taking the car route.
He nearly did a Kimi Raikkonen at Interlagos.
Yeah. Come on, Ropey. I know it looks like we're going to be doing the car, the route of Le Mans in Ride 5 from what we can see from the trailers, but you don't have to try and do it now.
Let's go.
Remember the day from Kimi Raikkonen in the rain when he went off track in Sao Paulo? And
yeah.
he tried to come back and he got completely lost. Oh my days.
Oh, Ropey's picked up a long lap as well. It's not going well for Ropey, but one person is going very well for is Aaron Jacko. He's extending the gap now to 3 seconds.
Oh, John's down.
Oh, it's just not going well for him. Unfortunately, I think well, you say that in Mugello he was running inside the podium places for quite a while until he took the front at turn, I think it was turn 4. So I think occasionally he can be good. I think it's if the wet conditions just catch him out a bit and he's not prepared. I think if he's not prepared well enough, or he's just not in the right mindset, he struggles in these conditions. So hopefully. You can do better.
John is the kind of the same rider like me in a way, like everything in the bike also has to be spot on, or else something doesn't feel right and the bike is not in sync with me or I'm not in sync with the bike.
Yeah.
And I think John is the same. As soon as it's dialed in, he is a rocket in this league. And you just saw the race back, he was going at it. But I think this is a point that he can work on for next season, and it might be some good promising news to go for that D2 championship with some other riders that are aiming for that.
So, Bolt Thrower's closed the gap by half a second. I don't believe I saw Aaron make a mistake.
Oh no, a Yamaha is down. Please don't tell me that it's
Q Gamer's down.
Oh, screw them. Oh. It looked like a Yamaha at first. I was on the tank. Yeah. And then I saw Monster Energy and I was like, what? But it was not lucky.
Bolt Thrower now, he's closed the gap down on Aaron in the first sector. I don't quite remember seeing Aaron make a mistake, but with 2 laps to go, Aaron Jacko with a 2.5 second lead. Come on, Aaron, hold on, don't do anything stupid. You've got about 6-7 miles to hold on, and you can win the final race of Division 2 on MotoGP 22. Down La Chapelle for the penultimate time. Leave it to the last race for Aaron to finally to get the pieces of the puzzle in the right place.
Yeah.
Unfortunately though for Aaron, it's too soon. But I think he will hold on to second place in the championship, which will be his best ever finish. He came close to winning the championship in season 6, so he definitely seems to be a late bloomer in terms of championship contention in seasons. But unfortunately, once again, too late for the Brit to try and take his first title. But hopefully for MotoGP 23, he can start the way he might finish this. Bolt Thrower, I think, has definitely been the most improved rider over the second half of the season, taking 2 victories in very impressive style. Unfortunately, we don't have Touch here. I think it would have been very interesting to see how Touch would have fared in the final 4 races of the season, given how strong he usually is at the back end of the season. But unfortunately, he was unable to compete. But Aaron now, he rounds turns 13 and 14 for the penultimate time, and will start the final lap of the race for Division 2 this season and on this game. So through turn 1, through turn 2, we'll go on the cockpit cam for this final lap, assuming Aaron can keep it all together, taking a very defensive and tight line for turn 3 and now into turn 4. Short shifting, I'm going to imagine, through second and third and fourth gears. Yeah, there you go. And even into fifth. Hard braking now down into La Chapelle through second gear.
I'll throw it down.
Oh
no way. We've got a fight. Well, sorry Aaron, we're going to have to move on. We've got a fight now for second place between the LCR Honda and the Monster Energy Yamaha.
So Aaron, it's for a podium position, so that's good for Bolt Thrower that he that he didn't throw anything away.
Aaron Jacko's still got. He's got an even bigger gap to throw away.
Days.
Bolt thrower. Here we go. Through, we know how strong Rhodes has been through garage for the whole race, even though he has run wide a couple of times. But bolt thrower, he's got to send up the inside. Surely, no, he's not. Rhodes is just too strong on the brakes. But he's taking a very tight line.
Turn it underneath.
He goes, picks up a long lap. Bolt thrower's underneath, side by side, out the turn 8.
Oh, he's gonna go.
The Yamaha's got the speed. He's got to go for it. To turn 9, pulls out the slipstream, holding the brakes. Rhodes is stronger though.
Oh, he's gonna send it after this one, 100% guaranteed.
Oh.
He's gonna send it here. I'm telling you, he's gonna send it here. He's doing even the horse device down. He's gonna do it.
Here we go.
Oh,
No, Rhodes is running wide. Rhodes is run wide. But Rhodes got the inside line.
But he will. Oh yeah. Bolt thrower is gonna have the speed for the inside.
But Aaron Jacko now rounds the final corner.
He's gonna do a lunge. Oh,
Aaron Jacko is the winner of the final race of the season. Bolt thrower and Rhodes are still fighting.
Rhodes is having it. Yeah. What a race.
Rhodes holds on. He holds off the attack from Bolt thrower. Those two round out the podium of the final race of the season. Q Gamer and Breakwing are close, and so is Ropey. Aaron Astra John unfortunately has gone down. But here we go. Q Gamer round the pre-penultimate corner into the final two corners of 13 and 14. The front end shaking, protesting a lot. And he's down! He's down!
You cannot make this up! This is crazy! This is crazy! You get a free position! You get 2 times in one race a free position, and you mess it up like that! Oh my days! Never in history of humanity itself, I have never seen such ridiculousness. The bike is laying on the floor. All you have to do is avoid it. And what do? You just ride to it like a deer in fucking acid lights, man.
There's one rule I have for those situations. Look where you want to go.
Yeah! No shit! No, that's the best advice you can give. So simple. It's so easy.
Aaron Jacko went faster in the race and Rhodes didn't qualify.
Well, you know, people say, look where you're going. No, look where you want to go. Because if you look where you're going, that is exactly what happens. You've target fixated and you hit the bike that's right in front of you. But anyway, Aaron Jacko, he wins the final race of the season. Rhodes as champion finishes in second, and Bolt thrower rounds out the podium places in third, ending his strong form at the late end of the season. Ropey was the final finisher in fourth, with Q Gamer, Breakwing and Astra John rounding out the field. So I believe we've got a few people in the party for some interviews, as I will try and figure out how on earth this works. So Rhodes is currently muted, but yeah. So we will go with the champion. We'll go with the championship winner for now. So just wait for Rhodes to unmute himself, and then we will get going. Right, there we go. Right, so Rhodes, VollGazzRacing Season 9 Division 2 champion. How does it feel?
Feels amazing. It feels really, really good. To be able to accomplish so much in my short time in VollGazz it's beyond words. Came in last season as a rookie, showed what I can do, and came back in season 2, and now I'm champion. So gotta give a thanks for everyone for giving me a chance, for believing in me, thinking I can do it. I want to come back next year, defend the crown. But yeah, man, it feels amazing.
Yeah, congratulations. And just a word on the two races themselves, a bit chaotic with mistakes and all sorts of things going on. How was that just down to natural nerves, or just fact that Division 2 is a bit chaotic general?
A little bit of both. Definitely a lot of nerves going into that race. I knew what was at stake. It's been a crazy day, so came into it with not as much focus as I should have. But yeah, I tried to fight my way to the front, made it up to second. And I think, I think nerves just got to me, made a stupid mistake. So glad I was able to finish in fourth, hold on to some points, and was able to fight back for a good position in the second race. But I plan on coming back, learning a lot from this season and all these little mistakes that I made, and just clean up my game and just come back as a weapon next season.
Yeah, so congratulations on your championship victory. We will now move on to...
Roby.
Aaron
Jacko finished third.
So yeah, we'll go to let's mute. The people need to be muted. So Aaron, we'll talk to you about Sachsenring, and then we'll move on to Le Mans since it makes sense. So in Sachsenring, you had one job, and that was to win. Make sure you just hope that Rolls make so many mistakes, and you can win. Unfortunately, it didn't go that way. You got involved in a few incidents, a few crashes. How was Sachsenring for you? And then in Le Mans, you had to fight a little bit at the start, but once you got into the lead, you set a great pace, a great rhythm, really strong, and a really class performance to end the season. And I imagine you must be pretty happy with yourself. Mm-hmm. Yep. So congratulations, and hopefully we'll see you next season. We'll do something similar. Right. Well, now, Bolt Thrower, are you here? Oh. I'm not sure if Bolt Thrower his mic's working or something. We'll go with Ropey for now, since he's here. Ropey, did you expect to be on the podium for Sachsenring? Just a word about that little battle you had with John and Aaron and Rolge. You're the one who ended up being the only one to not go on the floor. What was that like, trying to survive against all three of those guys? Yeah, so congratulations on your podium place, and hopefully you'll be getting more next season. Yeah. So, Bolt Thrower, are you here, or... I did see he had connection problems, so... we might have to leave it at that.
Bolt Thrower is here.
Oh, I've unmuted him, sorry. Sorry,
Can you hear me now?
Yep, sorry, bad you on mute.
Oh.
Me being a noob. So,
no worries.
Sachsenring, I think that's probably one of the most dominant performances we've ever seen in Division 2. You took the lead, cleared off by over a second a lap. It was just complete domination.
Also, I have to say, Aaron has crashed, so probably if he didn't crash, probably we couldn't join a very good battle until the last lap, I think. So I'm quite sorry for him, obviously. But yeah, my pace unexpectedly was quite good. I made lots of practice this day, so yeah, the practice has made me better. Yeah, really happy because I did not expect such a good pace during the Sachsenring race.
And a quick word on Le Mans. You were there, you're pressuring Aaron, but unfortunately you just made a little bit of a mistake, and that allowed Rolls to take second place from you, but it's still a podium.
Yeah. I got a quite very good start, and probably I could have been a little more aggressive, probably. But yeah, Aaron had a much better pace than me, so I let him go, and I just tried to stay in the second place, but I made quite a stupid crash at the last lap. I tried to join a battle with Rolge at the end, but he beat me, so but I'm happy anyway for a double podium today.
Yeah, congratulations, and well done on your podium, and I don't know where you've ended up in the championship, but I'm sure you've definitely salvaged a good place.
Yeah, thank you, grazie.
So that is it for Division 2. We'll be swiftly moving on to Division 1 in like 10 minutes time. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you on MotoGP 23 next time in Division 2. Goodbye.